Welcome back to the channel. Today me and my mom went to go pick up a free push mower today. It was over in East Nashville. I'll put the listing up on the screen of the Facebook Marketplace ad. Guy said it wouldn't run, so when me and my mom went to go over there and get it, he had a grill next to it, which we already got grills, so we don't need it. It was like a gas grill, but we brought it home. I already did a shorts preview on it, so you guys already saw it already. And what I found out is it won't pull over. But I noticed underneath it's got grass packed up. So let me get you guys turned around. I'm going to show you guys what we're dealing with this mower. Okay, so here it is. It's a tb110 550EX series. Now, we already checked the oil. It needs an oil change. As you can look through here, it needs an oil change. Okay, it does have fuel in the tank. There you can see fuel in the tank. This is the best part of it all. I bought a bunch of these air filters off of the jungle site. It's got a brand new air filter in it. And from what I saw, spark plugs looked like it was new too. But it won't pull over. You want to know why? And I think this is the reason why. My mom's going to get the hose pipe. Look at all this grass packed up underneath here. Especially on this side. So I got a feeling we cleaned this up. And it came with the bag. But I think if we clean this up, we're going to get this thing going again. So,
flip it where you can go better?
Yeah, you can flip it on this side. Go ahead.
Yeah, show what it does.
See, look. Look at all this grass packed up here. I got a feeling this is the reason why it won't start. This will make a good thumbnail.
Oh yeah, it is.
Anyway, yeah. I got a feeling we cleaned this. Would you guys stop flying over? I'm trying to do a video. But anyway, we're going to go. I'm going to get the hose pipe out. We're going to clean this up real quick and see.
It's right there. It's jammed right there.
Yeah. I got a feeling we clean this up, it's going to get all this broccoli off here. So we're going to get the hose pipe after it to clean it up. And we'll see what it does. Well, that's the rest of the broccoli that came off a bit. My mom threw the other one over on the other side of the fence.
I just threw it over by the fence.
Look at all the brown water that came out of all that there. So there's a butterfly flying around. My dad must be around. Yeah. There was one that landed on my truck yesterday when I was leaving that field. All right, I'm gonna put you guys right here. Are you sweeping? I'll move over here. Okay, Dad, I see you. There's a butterfly flying around. Look,
Yeah, I wonder why.
there's a butterfly. He's flying around. I don't know if you guys can see it on camera. Anyway, I'm gonna put you guys right here. I'm gonna double check this oil before we start it. I know it showed, you know, it was dirty, but let's double check it, make sure. I haven't done anything with you guys yet. We're doing this all together. I pressure washed the top off camera. Okay, so there's the oil. So it's full. It needs it where it needs to be, but it needs to be changed. So it does need that. I got oil, that's no big deal. I bet you this thing pulls over now. Let's see. Oh look, it pulls over. Look. Gee. I wonder if it'll start. It's an auto choke, so it should start first pull. Let's see. This would be the easiest fix ever. Let's see. Okay. Okay, maybe not. Oh. Uh-oh. It wanted to. Come on.
One more.
It's trying to get over that. Okay, so maybe need a carburetor clean. But it was still not pulling over. So we did have to clean it.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, so carburetor.
Filter's clean, so.
Well, it's clean. I was hoping maybe it would start. It wanted to. Okay, so we need a carburetor clean. No big deal. So I gotta go pull tools out and bring my thing out. Okay. This will be easy fix, and we put it back out there for sale. Maybe make a maybe make 150 off of it. All right, before I actually pull you guys up on the bench and all that, I wanted to check that spark plug because I saw it was new. It's actually an E3 spark plug, and I've heard a lot of mixed things about these things. They're a mixed bag. Sometimes they're good and sometimes they're not. So I'm gonna switch. Oh, the spark plug wasn't even on there that tight.
And tight.
But still, it should have would have started. Well, it's carboned up, that's for sure. See? Let me try this one. It's a RC12YC. It's a used spark plug, but original one from the factory because it still has a black paint on it. So let me switch it out with this. Just to rule out it's not the spark plug causing that problem, because I've heard, you know, mixed things that E3 spark. I've watched somebody else on YouTube say that sometimes these spark plugs are not all that great as they claim they are. So I just want to rule that part out real quick. If it's not, then we pull the thing up on here, we do a carburetor clean. But all right, let's pull it for the hell of it. I bet you the
It
valves.
fired up right when you put that.
I bet you the valves need adjusting.
Yeah. It fired up as soon as you did that, though.
Yeah, but it's 10 years old. It probably needs a valve adjustment.
Yeah.
Especially when it backfired like it did too. Okay. You stand right in the camera.
Huh?
You're standing in front of my
I'm
camera.
sorry.
I still had it recording.
Okay,
No, I didn't have it off.
go ahead.
You stand right in the... My mom wants to be part of the shot. Alright, let me try it one more time here. Okay, I'm gonna let it cool down for a little bit. I'm gonna go through the carburetor anyway because it could be that. But being 10 years old and an overhead valve engine, it probably needs a valve adjustment too. So, whew. Okay, I'll give it a few minutes and let it cool off, and we'll work on it. All right, let's check the valves on this mower. So I'll prop it up here. Can't get it up here. Take the 3 bolts off for the valve cover here. And then I get the spark plug off as well. Here, and then we'll check the valve lash on there and see what it is. Get you guys raised up a little bit. You guys are going up in the air. It's July 12th and somebody thinks it's July 4th out there. So, sorry about the noise if you guys hear that in the background.
There's the ones on the other side over there.
But anyway,
around over there.
let me get the valve cover off.
The ones that are in that
If
always
it's
have the
8
lights for 'em.
to take that off, or 5/16. I know you guys see me do this before. I was thinking about just doing it off camera, but I'll show you guys. Bring you guys along for the ride here. At least try to. You can tell this thing hasn't been off in 10 years, huh? See if I can get in here and try to pry a little bit. Okay, there we go. Save the gasket, save the gasket, save the gasket. Save the gasket, save the gasket. There we go. It was stuck on there. Not too bad. Let me get the brake off of here. We need to go ahead and get the spark plug off of here too. Alright, let's see. I got a decent, a little bit more better spark plug to throw in it. Looks a little bit more newer than this one. I just wanted to see if it would fire, which it did. Alright. Now let's see. Now, unfortunately, I have to move this right here. Good. Okay. Now it should be 4. So let's go ahead and check it and make sure it's 4. Here's my 25. And 3 and 4. I wore the 4 out a lot. Well, it's where it needs to be. It's not much of a drag though, but check the other side. There's that compression stroke. Go in. Okay, well they feel okay. That one's got the drag on it you need. Open this one up now. Let's check this one. That's where it needs to be. Okay. Maybe it's a fuel issue. It could be. So, okay.
Hot 6, dumbasses.
As you can tell, my mom's not fond of them shooting off fireworks. Especially if it's not the 4th of July. Now it's July, what, 12th? July 12th, and somebody thinks it's July 4th here. Okay. Alright. I'll check the fuel while we're here. So let me get you guys set up different, and we'll check the fuel. Probably got to clean out that carburetor anyway. Alright, ladies and gents, let's start working on the carby, as mixed mowers would say. So, air filter, brand spanking new, and look, it's a Briggs & Stratton approved. So know the drill. 5/16 in a 7. So let's get this off here too, because it's going to be in our way. So it looked like the valves were good on it. It just looks like we're just dealing with maybe a fuel issue. Could be a possibility. It don't look too bad on top. Let's get the 7s first off of here. Normally I take those off last, but 7s and 8s, or 5/16 or 9/32, whatever way you want to critique it. Whatever tool you have at your disposal to get it. You have a 5/16, 5/16. You got 7, you got a 7. Got an 8, you got an 8. You want to go metric, you want to go standard, whatever way. All right. So we need to get this off. So we'll just that off there, and we'll take this off like so. And gentle on it. At least try to. I did buy some of those modules, they call it, for the main jets. I bought like a 10-pack of them. Bought them off. I saw Hank's Garage advertising that about him getting it, so I picked those up too. Just if I ever get some, cause I get some where I've done it where I try to drill out the main jet, and I've messed them up. So there's the O-ring thing. We don't want to lose that. Take that off of there. All right, bring you guys down here. You guys are going to be on an angle. Let me get you guys down here. There you go. There you go. We're in front of the operating table. Let's go ahead. Look at this. I might mess with this because that's on the other side. Interesting. Has this been worked at already? He said he tried to look at it. He couldn't figure it out. That's what at least I got the story of. Because he asked me if I worked on small engines. I said I do. He goes, maybe I better look. He goes, I couldn't figure it out. So we'll see what it is. Get this off. I want to see what fuel we're dealing with or what he had. Unfortunately, there was some stuff in here already, so I'll go ahead and set that over here and let that do its thing. At least try to, or it won't. It doesn't want to cooperate with me. Okay, we can just pour it on the table. Okay, well, let's look at the gas. Well, there wasn't much in there, so I'll get that tank and clean it out. There's some gunk in there, it looks like, anyway, so there is some trash in the fuel tank. There. I don't know. Let me see. Is my light going to work on this time on it? No, my flash is not working on that phone. I don't know. It's weird. Anyway, there's some debris that's in there. Focus. There's some debris in there. We'll get it cleaned out. Gas is yellowish. There. Towel here to clean. Another airplane coming through, another Southwest. It's not sponsoring me. Alright. Now we gotta get the carburetor on. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a guy on Facebook Marketplace, he'll call it. Yeah. Misspell his words of what he's selling. Sometimes you don't even write his stuff correctly on there. Alright, now I gotta get something to pry that off of there. You guys, where you can see me, yep. I'm going to zoom you guys in. Let's put you on there. There we go. A little bit closer. There we go. A little bit closer. Okay, let's see. All right. Let's see what we're... Okay. Alright, so this is what fuel we're dealing with. There. Don't look too bad. Okay. I was expecting water in it. Could have been low on fuel too, but you know, hey, we're already here. Let's just go ahead and clean it out and get it over and done with. Here. Got a little mini straw. Use. Okay. Well, the main jet looks clean. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's clear, but we'll spray in it anyway. Welsh plug is in there and all that, so that's good. Olay! Don't do what I did. Make sure you get the right tool to get for the job. Okay. Now I gotta clean it off since I did that. Okay. Okay. Not too shabby, not too shabby. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. Yeah, use the right tool for it. Don't do what I did. Using a scraper to try to Move that. Wrong idea. Don't do that. Use. There we go. Fix this thing. There we go. Okay. All right. Let's put this back together. Somebody getting it up. Getting it. Get it.
Getting it from down the road down there, coming up this way.
All right. Alrighty, let me go clean out the gas tank real quick, and then I will bring you guys back and we'll put everything back together and put some fresh fuel in it and see what happens. Okay, I have cleaned out the gas tank. I don't know why the camera on the light on the phone is not working. I'm not sure. I gotta see what's going on with it. Anyway, so I got my pin light here. Show you guys inside it. There, I have cleaned out the tank. You're gonna focus. You're not gonna focus on the. You're gonna worry about focusing on that, huh? Okay, there. That's about as close as I can get you without it blurring up. I have cleaned it out. So that's cleaned out. The tank's cleaned out. I blew the air filter cover. Cleaned that out as well. Base doesn't look too bad. Let me clean it out real quick. Not too bad, not too bad. Alright. Let's put all these bits and bobs back together again. Let's put the O-ring in here first. A little spacer next. This snaps in there like so. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and put this on here now. For the tank, go ahead and put this on here. And we'll put some fresh 87 octane in it. Okay, there we go. All right, so let's hook all this back up. So here's your governor linkage. Here's your auto choke linkage. So I'm going to put the choke linkage on first. This governor linkage here. And then I'll put this on. I always leave that loose, and then I'll put the tank on. Okay, guys can see it. Let me move you guys a little bit over. I leave that loose. I don't put that on there yet, so it gives me room to put the tank on, like so. On the engine, and then I push this on there like so. All right, let's make sure everything's working. There's your. Oh, hey, look what we just found out. It's not working. I didn't even check that. Look what I just found out. Choke flap is not moving. Oh, why are you not moving? Really? I didn't check that. That's why it wasn't running right. The choke is stuck. What are you stuck on? Hang on, we might have found out something here. Hold on. Hold on, stop the presses. Interesting, I didn't check the choke flap on here before we did all this. Hang on. See what we've got going on here. Why are you not moving? Something's hitting it. Something's hitting it. What is it hitting? There's something. Let me get a light. I don't smoke, but I'm just saying, let me get a light. Aha! That little cover is hitting it. Look. The little cover, you know, when you put the main jet in, it's not hitting it. It's hitting it. I don't know if you guys can see it. Let me get you guys zoomed in. Alright, you guys. That little flap, that little cover thing that goes in the main jet, it's hitting it. Okay, so we got to take this apart. Alright, let's... okay. I bet you that was on... I wonder if I did that. But it was running like it was on choke. I gotta use this again. Let's see. Alright. So this is not moving. So we need to pop this out, which I gotta use this again. I hate to do this. Okay. Let's see. I have to get in here and knock that back. That's what's going on with it. Oh, so much of us, we're just putting it back together and we're going to start it. Lucky enough I didn't turn the camera off or anything else. Okay. Get the tank out of the way. Alright. So that little piece, I'll show you if I can get it out of here. How can we get by it? If I can just get this in here enough to... I bet you when he took it apart... Okay, well, I'll re-clean it again. That's no big deal. Put all the bits and bobs over there. That's what it is. But like I said, you guys heard it running before then. How do we get around this now? I'm gonna have to get in here and try to push that. I don't know if I can get it. Let me try something. Let me hit it. That's what it is. See, look, I'm gonna show you. So stop focusing on the light. See? See right there? That little black piece. That's what's hitting it. That's what I was trying to show you. That piece got stuck. It's not in where it needs to be. It got popped out. So now, let's see if this is enough to pull this out of here. Okay. Now I can show you guys better. See, that piece. That little round piece came out. Not where it needs to be. It got popped out. See? I don't know if you guys can see it very well. See it? Got popped out. Okay. Let's see. I got it where the okay. Okay. See, that's what it was supposed to do. See, now the main jet's sticking out of there. Alright. Now I gotta put this butterfly back on. There we go. There we go. It's locked in there. Now it's moving. Alright, now we're back in business. I'll take my air compressor and blow this out. It's probably be a longer clip, but I don't care. We found out the, oh, I bet you this is the problem, because he said he was trying to, he couldn't figure it out. And I wondered if that was it. Let me, hang on, let me get that off there. You guys still there? Alright. Alright, let me get this back together and then we'll put it back on the mower now, since now we figured out what's going on. Alright, so now we got that figured out. Alright, got that back on there. Now we can put everything back together. I bet you that's the reason why it was running like crap. Like I said, that guy told me he couldn't figure it out. I wonder if he took the carburetor apart and when he put that back together, that came back out. I don't know. That could be the reason. Alright, let's put this choke linkage back on. Governor linkage back on. And then put that loose. Somebody's running around on the mini bike. Put that there. Carburetor's back on. Now it's moving. As you can see. See, now we're cooking with gas. Not yet. Oh, I forgot to put the carburetor screws back on. Woo. That shows I was in a hurry, huh? Well, here, we'll do this real quick. I'm not having to take the carburetor back apart again to do that. Bunch of extensions, but okay. Well, it don't have to be on there tight. I mean, it's gotta be on there tight, but not like, you know, it's gonna. already had this carburetor off. I'm not taking it off again. It don't need to be on there. That it needs to be on there, but we're going to snug it on there. That's going to hold it, so it's not going to be a big deal. Somebody's going to make a big deal out of it, but all right, breather tube up there goes into that top part right there, like so. We got to still change the oil out on this thing as well. So I can get the screws for the carburetor. Switch to the 8 because it's great. Put these 2 screws back on. And I just had the 8 actually. What is it? And I just took it off. All right. I always start these out. All right, there we go. All right, top of it's not too bad. I'll clean this off camera real quick, and then I'll bring you guys back, and we'll get some fuel in it, and we'll start it up. And I kind of noticed there's some grass over here on the shutoff switch. There, let's clean that off. Okay, there we go. I'll go and blow all this stuff off of here off camera. I'll put a different spark plug in it. This one's a little bit more newer spark plug. I'll throw in it. It's a little bit better. I'll check the gap on it. So let me go do that. I'll bring you guys back in a second. And yes, I see that muffler guard. I'll fix that too. All right, I got you guys out here in front. I don't got the spark plug hooked up yet. I'll hook it up here in a minute. Actually, I'll go do it now while don't forget about it. I put that other spark plug on there. I gapped it to 30. There's a kid riding around in a mini bike going up and down our road. Alright, some fresh 87 octane in here. I'm not going to put too much in there because I got to do an oil change on it, so this will not, I won't lose that much gas out of it when I do. This can's got to be refilled. I fill this up for my mom whenever she's mowing because she has a hard time lifting up my 5-gallon can, so I fill this up for her whenever she's mowing when I'm not here. Alright, so it does need an oil change, so we'll do that. I gotta fix this issue with the handle, but that's no big deal. So, you guys place your comments in the comment section below. Is it going to start? I think it will. So, I did bend the throttle back. I'm going to have to probably straighten it back out. So let me go ahead and do that while I'm here real quick, because I did bend that plate back. But I thought it wasn't running right. I thought it was too high. So let me bend it back a little bit up the straight, which I just did. All right. So fresh fuel, carburetor's been cleaned out, gas tank's been cleaned out. As Derek would say from Vice Street Garage, bring the thunder. It's hitting the recoil. I have to spray it. That's what it was. it's hitting the recoil, I might gonna have to spray it. Other than that, he sounds like a peach. Well, she's happy as Larry. Alright, not bad, not bad. Well, we'll start up again. Let it run for a little while, and then we're going to do an oil change on it. Let it clear that stuff out. Okay, so next day. Now it was running a little like the carburetor wasn't getting enough fuel. And I know sometimes I don't usually have to replace them, but I was watching a channel called Hank's Garage. And I bought them off the link he provided on his video on these module things, you know, the main jet, all that. So I bought a pack of, was there like 4 in here? Yeah, there's 4. So I bought 8 in total. So I'll go ahead and replace that, even though I don't think that would be the problem, but let's go ahead and do it anyway. And I think I'm just going to go ahead and do a valve adjustment on it anyway, even though it was, you know, it was running good, but you know, hey. And I got a spray up there on that top, which I'll probably do that one off camera, this thing. So I'm just gonna go ahead, I'm gonna do it with you guys here. I don't know how long this video is. Hopefully it's not too long for you guys. That's just the way it goes sometimes with some of this stuff. But I gotta spray this because it's catching and it's hitting up here. I don't know why it's hitting. I probably gotta spray it down, or I gotta shorten that cord up, one of the two. But maybe this time I'll remember to put the screws on the carburetor when I take it apart. Remember when I did earlier in the video, I forgot to, and I had to go under there and clamp it, use a wrench to get in there, or half of my socket to get in there and do all that. There, so that's off of there. Weird though, like I said, the choke's working on it and all that, so maybe that. I mean, I shouldn't have to replace the carburetor, I would think, on there. I've cleaned it, but hey, to each their own. I'll go ahead and get this off of there. I got it tilted up, hopefully enough it won't spill no gas out, Harley. Pulled all the O-rings off, that's okay. I'll do this as well. Get you guys set up here. I put my tray down somewhere.
Oh, you gotta do something else to
I
that.
didn't bring my brought my tray here.
Did anything else brought out?
No, should be okay.
I gotta go see the bird.
Okay. Hopefully enough you guys can see. The sun is in a bad area for me today, so hopefully enough you guys can see what I'm going to do here. Let's separate this. There. Put the tank up in the air so it doesn't spill any gas out, hopefully. Take these 7 screws out. Make sure I put them back in this time when I do it, huh? I almost put that on the wrong way. Put those there. Sit you guys off to the side. Let me get my little... Keep forgetting to bring my bigger screwdriver out. I can use to pry these things open. Okay. Oh, feel looks good in there. Oh, that's weird. Well, it smells like that stuff I put in there too, so. Alright, let's go ahead and replace this. Don't look like it's bad, but hey. Alright. We'll go ahead and do it. I'm here. I don't know if you guys can see that. That's sort of the part number to it. If not, I'll put the description below of the link where I got it off of to Hank's Garage. So there we go. Let's make sure that piece didn't come out. Still in there good. Alright, so gonna put this in here and oh, interesting. They don't snap in. They don't snap in there correctly. Interesting. Something's going on with this carburetor. So that's not snapping in there like it should. Let me go get a different carburetor. Let me pause you guys. Let me actually stop it. I'll go and get a different carburetor to throw on it instead. Alright, that's the other. That's the old carburetor right there. This is another one I have. Here, I don't remember what happened to this one. But okay. Figure out what's going on with it. Make sure this is cleaned out before we go and mess with it, though. I'm gonna go throwing on there to find out it won't work. I'm gonna bring a screwdriver out here with me. I didn't bring a flathead screwdriver out here with me. If not, I'll need it anyway, so either way. Okay, well, while she's getting this, I'm going to try this. This might work.
There you go.
Okay, you got...
That's the right side?
Yeah, that'll work.
Okay. That's the only one I saw right there. I could get to when I was falling over stuff.
Let's make sure. The little got some old gas in there. I didn't. I don't know what I swapped. Did I swap this out for something? Let me go pause, you guys. Let me go grab some carb spray and clean that real quick. I'm gonna do that right now. I got my carburetor spray. Okay. Yay, drop it. Hey. Okay. Okay. Let's try it with this one first. See what it does. Make sure. There's some gunk on here too. Let's get that off of there. Okay. Let's just throw this on here real quick. We'll check it. If it doesn't do any better, then we'll swap it out. We'll swap out the modules, they call it, on there. I'll just set this off to the side real quick. All right, let me go put this back together. I'm gonna put it back on the mower, and we'll give it a try. See what it does then. Hopefully enough we got this issue fixed. So let me go ahead and put all this back together, and I'll bring you guys back in a second. Alright, I got you guys set up different. I got a newer used carburetor in there. The old one is still sitting here on my table, right there where I left it at. So just showing you guys right there. I went ahead and rechecked the valves off camera since this mower is a 2015. I'm sure the valves have never been adjusted on it. So I'm just going on the air of caution that it hasn't been done. So I went ahead, redid them, and they got a slight little drag off of them. So let's go ahead and hook this up. I sprayed some brake cleaner in there, but I didn't spray no lubricant in there, so it might still rattle. Got a little bit of fuel still left in the tank, so I'll give it a try and just see what it sounds like. Maybe it'll sound a little bit better. We can see. If not, I'll have to see what route I'll have to go next. Here we go. Not a good start. Choke was a little bit slow coming off of there though. That's the weird part. Alright, I'm gonna let that run for a little bit. And I'm gonna warm it up and I'm gonna drain that oil out. And I'll show you guys what the oil looks like after I drain it out. Alright, I got the oil changed here. And you guys down a little bit. This is hot to the touch. This is what the oil looked like. It was dirty. So as I looked earlier in the video, and you guys might have saw in the shorts video, that it was dirty. We needed an oil change, so that's been done. So it's got, I actually overfilled it off camera, and then I had to go pour it out, and I actually poured out the right amount. Go figure on that one. Couldn't do that again if I tried. And why is this crooked? This tripod's acting a little funky. It keeps moving everything crooked. Hang on. You guys gotta go sideways for a second. I don't know what's going on with this thing. Okay, there we go. I don't know what's going on with this thing. Alright, anyway, I got it set up. Everything's back on it, so let's give it a try and see what it does. Looks like it's gonna cloud up the rain. Alright, so here we go. One. It doesn't sound too bad. It takes the second pull to start it, which is not too bad. I adjusted the valves where they needed to be. I guess it just takes 2 pulls to pull it. Oh well, I'm not going to argue with it. It runs. It didn't cut the grass too bad from yesterday, so I don't know if I want to even sharpen the blade, but I might just do it anyway. The only other issue is the handles, which, you know, like I said, somebody broke the... Let me get you guys off the perch. You know, whoa, come over with me. It's like, you know, they put the handles on too tight, so guess what? They don't, I'm gonna have to either break them off, just break them off there and just leave it like it is. But I know somebody's gonna, I'm gonna sell it to somebody, and they're gonna want the handles to go down there, so. But I don't know if I got any more handles there, so if I can't, I'll see if I can find any. If not, I'm just gonna break the little red plastic off and then just leave the nuts and bolt thing on there. At least it's on there to hold the handle up. That's all. So that's all I can do on it. So I'm not gonna sit here and spend any money on it. I got it for free, so you know, I got it for free. So I'm not gonna argue with it too much there. And I probably used every bit of my handles for everything I got. I don't want to really tear the handles off of everything. But we'll see. I'll see if I got any. If not, it's just going to stay with the nut and bolt setup there. So I'm going to go ahead and clean it off camera. I'm going to use my super clean on it real quick. You guys see me clean them a bunch of times, so I'm just gonna go ahead and clean it now, and I'll bring you guys back after the product. I know I pressure washed it already, but it's already dirty, so I didn't clean it very well. So let me go do all that. I'll bring you guys back in a couple of seconds. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is all cleaned up. There, it's just the wheels I gotta clean up. I'll do that off camera, but you know, I used super clean on it to clean it up, so I got pretty much all the grime off of there. I don't know if I ever showed you guys a model and serial number, but here it is there, and I'll put it in the description box below the video here, and you guys can too. like I said, there it is, 2015 model, so it's 10 years old there. So I think we're going to call this project done, and I do have the bag for it, so I'm going to show you guys real quick the bag. It's an actual Troybilt bag. It's the bag that was with it when it was on the curb. It's actually in pretty decent shape for it. So there's the Troybilt bag. Not too bad. It looks like it's been used. Not too bad, but you know, I got the bag to go with it, so that'll add to the sale. And I've seen one similar like this that somebody was selling. I think it was a Craftsman version. They were selling it for $150, so that's what I'm going with on this one. I know it's July 13th, the filming of this video. That I started my first day of vacation from work there, so I'm gonna one of these days this week I'm gonna try to work on a riding mower here and try to get it knocked out and get it out of here. So I got this ready to go. It looks like the only thing is I tried spraying in there, but that's rattling, and that's probably why they didn't have the rope hooked up to the eyelet up there, because that was rattling. Because when you take that down, it doesn't rattle. So when you have it up, it rattles. I don't know why. I tried spraying it and all that, so you know, hey, it works, so no big deal. And like I said, here's the bag that goes with it. I'll put it on here. I gotta clean up underneath this too as well, so. But there it is. You got the bag for it and everything. And you know, it's a free item. You know, as Henry from Mowers and Blowers said, it's free. So we're doing good. We got oil change. We went through the carburetor there. We found an issue with the carburetor, the original one, but then it still didn't run right, so I had to swap it out with a used one I had. It seemed like it helped it. I'll still keep that one around. I'll see what's going on with it. It's still taken apart there on my table. So, all right. When I sell it, I'll put on there on this video how much I sell it for. I'll probably either put it in the description box below the video, or I'll put it up on my pretty face here in front of me. You guys can see how much I sell it for. I think I can still get $150 off of this. There, I know we're late in the season, but I think we can still do it. The grass is still growing, and we're still getting rain here and all that, and probably going to be getting rain here soon, because right behind you guys is a dark cloud. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get off here. You guys like this, give me a thumbs up there. Subscribe to the channel. I'm pretty sure with this video we're going to go past 2,000. We're already going to be probably past 2,000 subscribers by the time you guys see this video there. So at the time I was filming this, I was at 1999 there, so I was one away from 2,000. So I know Roger gets on my videos and comments and tells everybody to like, share, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell. So he helps me out there. So brother, thank you, appreciate it there, your support. And thank you to Super Clean, which I used right here to clean the mower. Thank you for sending this out. This is the aerosol can they sent me as well. So thank you, Super Clean. Always a good supporter of the channel as too. So anyway, I'm getting out of here. You guys keep on turning those wrenches. I'll see you guys on the next one. Y'all take care.